Hey guys, welcome to Schoen Home. It's New Year's Day, and we're going to celebrate by making our favorite drink.
A Bloody Mary.
A Bloody Mary, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to rim our glasses with some Cajun spice.
Can I jump in on that?
You do that, okay?
Yep.
So while you're doing that, he's just putting a little bit of lemon around the rim of a glass, and you can use any citrus or you can even use a little water. That's beautiful. And of course, you always want to do that first before you put the drink in, because then obviously it's too late, right?
Exactly.
And I forget that often. And then as soon as you're done, I'll move that plate out of the way.
Okay, you want that off on the side?
Yeah, I'm going to move that.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. Very, very nice, Parks.
Yep.
So I like to make my Bloody Mary in this kind of like Tupperware container because I like to shake it. So in here, I have some vodka. I'm using Tito's vodka, and I have some ice, okay? So to that, I'm going to add my favorite Bloody Mary mix, our favorite Bloody Mary mix, which is Zing Zang. And you can get it pretty much anywhere. You can get it online. You can get it at most local supermarkets. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to put a nice amount of Zing Zang in there. Okay, and then we're going to add, and this is the seasoning that we use. We use this Creole seasoning, Cajun seasoning on the rim of the glass. Yep. So yummy. And then we're going to add about a tablespoon of Liam Perrins. We're going to add a tablespoon of horseradish, prepared horseradish, white. We're going to add the juice of 1.5 lemons.
My mouth is watering actually right now.
It is?
Yeah. I love a good Bloody Mary.
We're going to add a teaspoon of celery salt.
Nice.
And a teaspoon of pickle juice.
That's your secret weapon.
That's my secret weapon. Okay? So I'm going to shake this up.
Okay.
And get it really, really mixed together. And while I'm doing that, can you get our garnishes ready?
You bet.
Okay. Okay. This is going to be so delicious. Okay. And we're going to put 2 pickled asparagus in here. Nice. If you don't have pickled asparagus, you can use pickled string beans.
Oh, I think they just disappear in there.
And your beautiful garnish. And then I have our surprise guest.
What's that? What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a double banger. How about that?
Whoops.
I'll have to eat that one later.
So this is, you know, like I poached the shrimp, like shrimp cocktail. And it just pairs so well because it's like basically cocktail sauce in a jar. I'm so excited to try this. Are you? Mm-hmm. Cheers. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All good things is coming here for everybody.
Happy and healthy.
Delicious.
It's so good.
Wow.
So, do you remember the first time you had a Bloody Mary?
It would have been in college. Mm-hmm. When I began to drink, you know, before that I wasn't drinking, but definitely college football weekends, tailgating. We didn't have a particularly good football team, so you partied instead. It made the losing bearable.
Yeah.
So there, and my parents, just growing up, I grew up in a household in the 50s and 60s where my dad would come home from work and they'd have 2 cocktails before dinner.
Right. Just martinis or...
Yeah, I think my dad drank scotch and my mom would have, you know, a vodka tonic or a Bloody Mary, especially on weekends. The Bloody Mary was kind of the party drink.
Well, growing up, I never drank tomato juice. I thought it was so weird. Tomato juice in general, I never understood it. And whenever my mother and my brother and I would fly somewhere, growing up, for some reason, my mom would always get that little can of tomato juice on a plane.
Was it the Clamato?
It wasn't the Clamato. It wasn't V8. It was just Campbell's tomato juice. I don't even know.
Oh, that's so good.
It was that little tiny can. And I've never, to this day, seen my mom drink tomato juice at home or anywhere except on a plane. I don't know what that ritual was
And
for
she
her.
would take it with her, or
No,
they
she would
serve
order
to
it.
her?
She would order it on the plane. And that was like her thing. Like whenever I got on the plane, I would always get ginger ale.
Yeah.
You know? But the first time I was just like scared of tomato juice. But the first time I went to New Orleans, I went for Mardi Gras in 1983.
Wow.
And we went to this restaurant called Copeland's, which was one of my favorite restaurants. It's no longer in New Orleans, but they still have them in Louisiana. And everyone was having Bloody Marys. And I was like nervous to taste one. But I tasted it and I was like, oh my God. Because I love spicy so much. And it was literally one of the best Bloody Marys I've ever had.
Wow. Good Bloodies in New Orleans.
The best.
Yeah. Really good.
And our favorite place to get a Bloody Mary in New Orleans is
Golden Lantern in the French Quarter.
It's actually a transvestite bar, and they do shows there. It's this tiny little place.
It's kind of a mixed bar. It's a I would say it's a neighborhood bar.
Oh, it's a neighborhood bar, but it's a
But they have transvestite shows.
Transvestite shows on this little tiny
On the weekend.
stage,
Yeah.
and they make unbelievable Bloody Marys there. So whenever we go to New Orleans, no matter where we're staying, we go there at least once, if not more than once, because we love it there so much.
Yeah. And how about New York?
I really don't have a place in New York that I can think of off the top of my head where I love Bloody Marys, because I'm very picky about my Bloody Marys. I don't like a Bloody Mary that they just put tomato juice, vodka, and like lemon and Tabasco.
Right.
I don't like that because I really don't like tomato juice on its own. It has to have, it doesn't have to be like a crazy Bloody Mary where they have like a hamburger off the top, like a mini slider, and like it's bananas. But I like a lot of horseradish. I like Leon Perrins, lemon. I like a little bit of heat. I like the pickle juice. So I tend to make my own. I take pride in my Bloody Marys very much. But the one place that I actually go for a simple Bloody Mary is our favorite place to get a Bloody Mary in LA.
Oh, the Ritz-Carlton.
No.
No.
Well, yes, we love getting them there.
The simplest and the townhouse.
The townhouse.
The townhouse. This is a find.
Tell them about the townhouse.
The townhouse has been there since before Prohibition, and during Prohibition, they dug a tunnel under the beach in Venice up into through the bottom of this storefront, and that's how they got their alcohol in there. And then when Prohibition ended, they opened up again normally.
Yeah.
And that exact same bar is still there.
And it's so old school and super dark.
It's so great. You go in the afternoon. There's only one bartender who makes the bloodies, and they are so simple, and they're perfect.
They're perfect, and I kind of got the recipe out of him, but he's probably in his late 70s, wouldn't you say?
He's been there a long time.
He's been there probably over 20 years. And
he's a historian of all things Venice.
Yes, exactly. He knows all the facts about Venice because he's been living here his whole life. And he's such a charming guy. And he's got one story after another. I have chills just thinking about it. And we haven't seen him since COVID because, it's a bar only. They don't serve any food, so we haven't been able to go there. But listening to his story is amazing. My hair's standing up.
And he speaks like a Shakespearean actor. He's got this big booming voice, and he's very
eloquent,
theatrical, and he's just fascinating.
He's fascinating.
He's a great character.
But what's so fun is, he's a bartender who works like 3 or 4 days a week there. Only like 3 or 4 hours a day because he's older and so he's kind of a part-time bartender there, but he's the only one who makes Bloody Marys there. Yeah. If he's not there, you cannot order a Bloody Mary. He's the only one. So it's really like a special thing to go there and have his Bloody Mary. It's really fun.
The townhouse.
The townhouse
right
in Venice.
By the beach in Venice.
At Windward Circle?
Yep. Between Windward Circle and the Sand.
Yeah.
On that one block. It's the best. It's really cool. And they have live music at night.
Right.
Downstairs.
And they have...
Where they used to come in with a booze from underneath the beach.
And they have like burlesque shows. Anyway, I'm so happy that this year's coming to a close. Happy New Year.
I think everyone is.
I think so too.
I mean, some people probably had good things happen during the year, and that's great. But in general, for our planet, this has not been a good year.
It hasn't been a great year, but we're still here, and we never would have started this series that we've been doing if it wasn't for COVID. So thank you, COVID, for that.
Yeah.
And it brought us closer, and us closer to you guys. And with that,
and you get to share all these wonderful things, which is amazing.
Well, cheers to a happy and healthy to all of you. Thank you so much for watching.
Love you, Chef Lisa.
I love you, Chef Ed Parker.
Not a chef, but thank you.
Yum.
2021.
2021.
New things.
We'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.